Hello viewers, welcome to today's class. Today we'll be discussing about limits, introduction to limits. Okay, so basically in this particular aspect, I will show you a shortcut. Basically I'm doing more of a shortcut now because my students or the Spectre family are requesting for shortcuts. So I do what Spectre family want. Okay, so um I will explain this and then I will give you more complex ones that will require you to go like to sweat, but I will give you a very simple shortcut that once you hit it, you got the answer. You don't need to stress, you don't need to think, you don't need to even bother yourself. Okay, you just get the answer. So let's go into the class now. These are just simple direct solvings. Okay, these are just simple direct solvings that you don't need to apply any shortcut. You could just do it and you just get the answer. Okay, so whenever you have a polynomial in this form, whenever you have a polynomial question and they ask you to find the limit, all you need to just impute the limit they give you. Okay, so this is the limit they give you. Are you getting me? So once they give you a limit and it's in polynomial form, just insert it by what? For example, this one you're going to have 2 raised to the power of 4 minus 5 times 2 raised to the power of 3 plus 2 raised to the power of 2 minus 7. So once you impute this and you run your calculation, whatever you have is your answer, and as simple as that. This same one is also the same thing. If you could see, you could just slot in your, because it's in polynomial form and there is square root, so don't bother about the square root. Okay, just look at the polynomial aspect of it and then you insert. You're going to have the square root of what? 0 raised to the power of 2 minus 3 raised to the power of 3 times 0 and then plus 2. So you answer whatever you have here, your answer is what you get. So, and then this other one too. Now when you have it in this form, okay, when you have it in this particular form, you see the major problem, this is a fractional form. Okay, so the major problem that will happen to this part, that will make this particular question, what will make you not to solve this question direct, is when you impute your limit and the denominator is 0. So when you impute your limit and the denominator is 0, it means that there is restriction. So that's where I will now teach you that trick. Are you getting me? I will teach you the shortcut that you just impute and you just remove the restriction without any problem. But for this one that don't have any restriction, you could just impute it and you just get your answer direct. So when you put 2 here, you're going to have 2 plus, you're going to have 8, so it will not be 0. So this one is same thing as you saying 2 raised to the power of 2 plus 5 times 2 minus 3 divided by 2 plus what? 6. And when you run your calculation, you get the answer direct, and that is that. I think I'm going to now give you samples of questions that have restrictions and the shortcut you're going to apply to solve them. Okay, so when you have questions of this kind, it's very very tricky. You have to, because there are restrictions and it means some of them you have to factorize, so I want to ease you that stress in the example. Instead of factorizing, you just apply this shortcut I will give you and you get your answer in few seconds, highest 30 seconds, you get your answer. Sure. So what do you do in this case? Now the normal way, if you want to solve this, you see, if you impute your 3 here, you're going to have 3 minus 3, you're going to have 0. So you see, it makes this undefined, right? So because of that, you see, you will need to factorize this. Okay, you need to factorize this so that you can be able to cancel the denominator before you impute 3. That's what you're supposed to do in the normal sense, right? So if you really want me to do the long calculation aspect, please you comment on the comment section. I will do it and then show you everything. But my main purpose of this video is just shortcut, because my students in the spec family requested for shortcuts. So that's why I'm making this video. So now the shortcut to this is very very simple. All you need to do is to look at your limit here, and they said your limit approaches 3, right? So what you need to do is to say let your limit be 3.01. Now instead of writing 3, you add 0.1 to it. Okay, not 3.1, no. 3.01. okay, so when you make your limit to be 3.01, then you now insert it whatever you have is your answer. Simple. So here is going to have, I'm going to have 3.01, right? Raised to the power of what? 3 minus 27 divided by what? 3.01 minus 3. So whatever you have, you will now get, after you run your calculation, you will get your answer to be, 27, and that will be your answer if you run this calculation very correct. Okay, then the next question, if you impute 2 here, you're going to have 2 squared is 4, right? Impute here 2 times 4 is 2 times 2 is 4, right? So it's going to be 4 minus 4, which is going to give you 0, right? So it means there's restriction in this question. So what you need to do is not to bother, do the same thing I taught you the other way. Now instead of 2, you're going to put 2.01, right? So when you put 2.01, you're going to have 2.01 all raised to power 2 plus 3 times 2.01, right? Yes. And then minus 10 divided by 2.01 all what? Squared minus 2.01. So anywhere you see x, you put 2.01. Once you run your calculation, you should have your answer to be 7. You should have your answer to be 7 over 2. So for the next one, it's still the same thing. You're going to have, your limit is what? Here is 0. So when you put 0, everything clears out, right? Okay, so instead of 0, you're going to put 0.01, right? 0.01. So you're going to have 5 open bracket 0.01 divided by 0.01 all squared plus 2 open bracket 0.01, right? So when you do this, whatever you have is going to be your answer. So once you do it, your answer will be looking at you on your screen. So you could try the fourth one and see what you will get. Okay, so once you try the fourth one and whatever answer you get, please drop it on the comment section. I will confirm if your answer is right or wrong. So please make sure you drop the answer to this question. It will help me to know that you're following, and I should make more videos on more shortcuts on this limit. So please, I want to see your comment. The moment I see your comment, I will drop more videos on limit deviation. So thank you so much. God bless you. See you in the next video. I am your visual tutor, Support. Bye bye for now.